Okay, it's Brother Demuzi, doing this video again. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Now, I already told you people, first one's free. Then what I say? I said I will shut that shit down. No exceptions. Now, I don't know what kind of lying assholes you've been dealing with, but I'm a man of my word. First impressions are important. I need you to know me. So, back to it.
Okay, this next part is talking about public housing, or what is known as the projects, or also the projects. The United States government created massive racially segregated cities within cities that became infamously known in the black world as the projects. Many of these developments were cheaply built as temporary housing for returning World War II veterans until the GI Bill and other veteran benefit programs allowed the white vets to move into single-family homes in racially exclusive suburbs. And we talked about in other parts about Levittown, and how that was a segregated city within a city. Black vets facing multiple discriminations were locked in these poorly built and maintained projects, which ultimately became multi-generational black slums. Now, I'm going to try to do this again because I recorded this video. I previously recorded this video. I'm doing it again. And I kind of had my words all over the place. And I was, I expounded on it a little bit longer than I had to. So, in the video that I did, I uploaded, but I haven't made it public just yet. Black people are compared to a caged animal, and please don't take it the way that Polite said it. I'm just using this as an analogy because I can't think of anything else. Okay, but yeah, a caged animal, because that's how they treated us. Okay, they treat us like animals, but when a caged animal, let's say this particular caged animal is at a zoo, that animal, because it was born, raised in the zoo, and its relatives were born and raised in the zoo as well. When that animal is put into the wild, it doesn't know how to operate within the wild. It doesn't know how to be one with the wild. Or, in other words, it does not know how to be free. Okay, it only knows how to. Well, it doesn't know how to be free based on its natural. What's the word? I don't know. But the animal does not. It can't operate in its natural habitat. Let's put it like that. While he's in his natural habitat, he does not want to be there. It feels weird to him. And it may behave in certain ways that it wouldn't act when it was in a zoo. Okay. But that is somewhat of the mindset that a lot of our fellow brothers and sisters who live in the hood or the slums, that in this particular case, um, this is the mindset that a lot of black people have. But this is a mindset that was forced up on black people. Okay, this mindset was forced, and you cannot say that a person can just change their way of life. Their will is defeated. See, a person has to have will in order to be in order to change. Okay, their will has to be fully, like, on a high level, on a very high level, in order to change. Okay, if the will is weak, then that person is unable to change. And what is it that makes the will weak? Giving a person a mindset that they cannot make it. Okay, everybody can't make it out of the every black person can't make it out of the hood. So they do the best with what they can while they are living in the hood. Okay. Black people, this is nothing to be ashamed about. They threw us into this position, and it's our job just to make the best of what we have while we're here, because we will rise up again. But I just wanted to speak on that because it just brought it to mind. It says multi-generational black slums. And when we say multi-generational, this is something that's ongoing. This generation was born in the slums. This generation was born in the slums. This generation was born in the slums. It was a continual process, and we became stereotyped as this is part of the stereotype of black people being lazy. Black people are not lazy. We're not given the opportunity. Okay, and a lot of people will say, well, you can go fill out a job application if you want opportunity. Well, a lot of jobs do background checks, and people aren't hired even if they have misdemeanors. Okay, not felonies, misdemeanors. Okay, little stuff, like disturbing the peace. Okay, little stuff. But these things are detours or objects of oppression that keeps us oppressed, depressed, and stressed. Okay, and when we are in those types of mindsets, the will is weak, and we are unable to elevate to the place where we that we know that we can. And this is why we look to people like Dr. Dre, who gave all of that money to a white school when he could have gave it to a black school that could have benefited those black people, which gave them an opportunity to become better, okay, at what they were trying to achieve. And I will speak on that in another video. So let's get back to it. The Federal Aid Highway Act of 1956 allocated $25 billion for the construction of 41,000 miles of the interstate highway system. It was the largest public works project in American history up to that time, and it opened up the suburbs for white flight. While simultaneously providing millions of whites only construction jobs. Okay. So, yeah. I guess that last part I didn't have to read. But it is important. That is important. Okay. But the white privilege, that I want to speak on. And I'm gonna keep speaking on this in every video, because I was gonna make a video on white privilege. Wait a minute, Negan gotta say something. Yeah, where you at, Negan?
You still there? I don't know. It seems like you're trying to speak, but you just took a hell of a hit. I just popped your skull so hard, your eyeball just popped out. And it is gross as shit. Yeah, I'll find you. Oh, hell. I can see this is hard on you guys. I am sorry. I truly am. But I did say it. No exceptions.
So, yeah, like I was saying, white privilege. I was gonna do a video on white privilege, but I told myself, you're already doing videos on white privilege. All of these benefits that these white people continue to give themselves over years and years and years, centuries. White people changed laws and amended laws, and they did everything to laws that they could in order to benefit themselves. They changed the rules in the game while playing and told us to play the game as well. They would change the rules and didn't tell us that they changed the rules until we were arrested, went to court, and then found out that, these rules only apply to them. These rules only help them. Okay? What just happened in Georgia with the white people who were had the Confederate flags on the back of their trucks while these black kids were celebrating at a birthday party. Now, this couple in particular, I guess they were just boyfriend and girlfriend because they did not share the same last name. The guy received 20 years, and the female received 15 years. Okay. I believe he was to serve 13 and she was to serve 6 or something to that effect. But the sentencing for those two white people, in my opinion, was a little bit too extreme for what they had done. Now, some people might say that it was just, okay, but I don't think that was meant to be justice. I believe it was supposed to have been a show of justice or some kind of facade of justice. Okay? I believe that sentence was given just so that black people could say that the government is on our side. The government is looking out for us. The government isn't as bad as the pro-blacks and black nationalists make it out to be. I'm here to tell you that the government is still shady. The government will always be shady, and the government will forever be shady. I read in this book not too long ago that the government picked up tactics that the Ku Klux Klan were doing. And the government became so well skilled at the techniques that they picked up that the Ku Klux Klan themselves became null and void. They were not needed. And they became a nuisance, so to speak, to the government. Not a threat, not a terrorist group, but a nuisance. Okay? But all of that to say, the white privilege, I promise you, will be shown within a year or maybe 2 years. But neither this white man or this white woman will serve their entire sentence. They won't serve 40% of their sentence. They may serve maybe 25% of their sentence. Maybe 30%, but no higher than 40. Because the sentencing was just to get black people some kind of peace of mind at that moment. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video right here. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Brother Demuzi. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.